Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here.
Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel, Fantasy Lorenzo.
Wait, what did you say?
Fantasy Lorenzo.
Have a good one. Mwah.
You guys better subscribe and watch my friend on his YouTube channel. He is kicking ass.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my review of the Netflix series, Indian horror series, Ghoul. Now, Ghoul was released on Netflix earlier this year, and like I said, it's an Indian horror series, so it has a lot of, the cast from, that region and everything. Particularly, it stars Radhika Apte, and I'm not going to try and, butcher her name further. But yeah, who's been on a couple different Netflix movies they've put on there. But yeah, so the story is set in India, apparently a dystopian future, and deals with the interrogation of a dreaded terrorist Al-Said and a secret government facility, and the series of horrifying and supernatural events which follow the aftermath. And Apte plays the main character, Nita. Yeah, okay. It didn't really go as far with that as I thought. Okay. Yeah, she's a newly recruited military officer who is fiercely loyal to the authoritarian regime and is ready to go to any limit to prove her faith in the existing system to cleanse the society for a better future. She is appointed at a covert military detention center to interrogate Said, the most dreaded terrorist who has recently been captured and brought in for interrogation. However, he turns the tables on his interrogators, exposing their most shameful secrets. He comes to the conclusion that Said is not from this world and possessed by a supernatural entity. So yeah, this show I've actually been kind of looking forward to for a while. I don't know everything about it, I'm not going to say that, but I remember seeing an article about it a few months ago, and it kind of, took my interest. I don't watch a lot of foreign shows or, things like that, but this one is sort of made for American audiences as well, because they do speak a lot of English in it. Although it might be a good idea to use subtitles for the first episode or so, just so you can kind of get used to it. But for the most part, they speak mostly English on this. But I was just automatically intrigued by the premise, just because I'm a horror movie fan. And this is only 3 episodes, okay? 3 episodes. You can pretty much watch it like a movie. And it'll actually end up being less than 2 hours, or roughly 2 hours, I'm not sure. But yeah, probably maybe a little bit more than that, actually. But still, it's pretty much asking to be watched like that. Now, apparently it was just going to be a movie straight up originally, but I guess the guy wanted a little bit more time. I'm not sure how much more time he actually got doing it this way. But it is what it is. But again, 3 episodes. It's such a quick watch. I watched it over a span of a week, though, just because I wanted to take my time with it. But yeah, it definitely calls us to watch it as a horror movie some night for sure. And really give this a look, because I really enjoyed Ghoul. I was pretty impressed. Because not only does it really, really succeed with its horror, it's very suspenseful. It's, like I said, short, but yeah, at the same time, it feels like it's taking its time with their scares or what's happening. feels like they're naturally building suspense and sort of fear and paranoia that the characters have. So I thought that was really really nice how they did that. I appreciated that. But at the same time, it has some real world themes, going on with this, the whole regime thing, and how her society is and everything. It's playing on a lot of elements that actually exist in today's world, both in the past and the present. So that creates some real moral ambiguous situations that I thought was really accurate to how not just their society could be, but how humans could be in general, with their behavior driven to this point. So I actually thought that was really interesting as well. And that's another thing. There's going to be people that think it's boring, even though it's so short, and it gets to the point fairly quickly. But there's still going to be people that saying, "Oh, there's not enough violence and stuff like that." I was bored by the characters and didn't care what they were talking about. You gotta pay attention, man. You just gotta. Like I said, it feels like it gets to the point right away. What we all want to see. What's going on with this guy. But at the same time, because they don't just rush right into it, it feels like they do take time to build it up. And again, I really appreciated that. Like I said, the main actress, Radhika Apte, I think she did a really nice job. I quite enjoyed her. I found her likable and very quickly relatable. She did a good job of portraying layers of that character, what she's dealing with in her own life, to of course the panic and desperation and paranoia that everyone else goes through on the show. And she really develops well for full circle by the end of it, I think. Another thing about her that the little synopsis there didn't mention is that her father is very anti what this regime is doing, so that creates a very bad situation for her early on as well. I thought that was fairly well portrayed throughout the show. And then you also have Maniv Kaul as the colonel. He was sort of the boss of this particular base or whatever. He did a fairly good job as well. He has a kind of a darkness in his past, or something that he's kind of driven himself into because of the work he does. I thought he was fairly good at that as well. And then Mahesh Bharaj, who played the their main terrorist, they brand Saeed, at least for part of it. I thought he was fairly good as well. There's a few different forms that what's going on with this guy takes, but I actually thought he was sort of the most creepy to look at, I guess. The actor did a really good job with that. At first I thought he was the guy who played the Skinner on Dexter, but I think I'm wrong about that. But he does look like the guy. So it actually worked pretty well for me. Yeah, okay, yeah, he wasn't on Dexter, but still. He did a pretty good job. So yeah, and when stuff does start happening, there's a good amount of violence. The Ghoul thing does look pretty intense when it does happen. It's so intense, in fact, that again, it's rare for me to really get scared, but I'm just happy when I can feel the atmosphere of something, or when I feel like a little bit tense at all. And let me tell you, I did. When a character's just trying to go up all these staircases and get this door open for him, and the Ghoul is just kind of slowly coming up on him, knowing what how crazy they're driving them and stuff like that. It was like, okay, come on. So yeah, it definitely does look creepy at times, and I really enjoyed it. I was pretty satisfied with how it ended as well. I wonder if they're going to do another season of it, sort of like an anthology type thing. I don't know, probably not, but I'd enjoy seeing this premise in another type of setting like this. I think it'll be pretty good. But yeah, overall I was really impressed by Ghoul. The acting was all around fairly solid, especially from Radhika. But they all did a good job portraying their situation. I thought the horror worked really well. I appreciate how they did that. And I'm also giving it an A-. I thought it was that good. Definitely check this out if you guys haven't seen it. And yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.